Okay, this is the video to help you guys solve problem 3-41 in week number 5 review preview. So they want you to solve for the missing length in the set of similar figures. So here's my missing length for A, and it tells me that ABC triangle is similar to triangle OPQ. So if I match up my similar sides, AC is similar to OQ. And CB, or BC, is similar to PQ, right? Because order matters when I write my similarity statement. And so, method number 1, setting up a proportion, would look like this. 6 matches up with 4, just like my missing side F matches up with 6. Okay, and then I can multiply by the denominator. So if I multiply both sides by 6, that'll cancel. And I have 6 times 6 is 36, divided by 4 equals F. 36 divided by 4 is 9. Okay, that's the first way, setting up a proportion. The second way is to figure out my zoom factor. Well, 6 divided by 4 equals a zoom factor of 1.2, and so I'm going to multiply 6 by 1.2 to make it bigger, right? Because this triangle QPO is bigger. So 6 times 1.5, oh my goodness, it's home, 1.5. And that's my zoom factor, and that's how I can find my missing length. Okay, moving on to letter B. So again, I'm going to highlight my corresponding sides. So it looks like EF corresponds to ST because they're in the same position in the similarity statement. Okay, and it looks like GH, which is the side, my missing side that I want to know, corresponds to UV. Okay, so method number 1, you can create a proportion. So that proportion would be 24 over 20 equals G, that's my missing side, over 15. And then if I multiply by the denominator, I'm going to cancel that out, and whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So 15 times 24 is 360 degrees, divided by 20 equals my missing side G. 360 divided by 20 is 18. So my missing side is 18. The other method is to find the zoom factor. Okay, so again, you guys can take 24 divided by 20 to find my zoom factor because those are corresponding sides. And that's a zoom factor of 1.2. And so to make G match up with 15, I'm going to multiply 15 by 1.2. And the reason I'm multiplying is because I want it to get bigger, right? 20 got bigger, so 15 has to get bigger. So 15 times 1.2 is 18. So that's another way to find your missing side length. Okay, letter C is the last one. I'm going to figure out my corresponding sides. So ML or LM corresponds to YZ. So YZ. All right, so those two correspond. And JM corresponds to WZ because they're in the same place. Okay, so let's do method 1, setting up the proportion first. 10 matches up with 3, just like my missing side length H matches up with 7. So then I'm going to multiply both sides by the denominator because I want to get rid of that, right? So 7 times 10 is 70, divided by 3 is my missing side length. And 70 divided by 3 would be 23.3 repeating. Okay. The other method is finding the zoom factor. So my zoom factor would be 10 divided by 3, which would be 3.3 repeated. And then in order to make H and 7 match up, I'm going to have to take 7 times my zoom factor because I want it to be bigger, right? 3 got bigger to make 10, 7 needs to get bigger to make H, So 3.3 times 7 gives me 23.3 repeating. So that's my missing side length.